Government slams the opposition for not letting the parliament function. Information and Broadcasting Minister Venkaiah Naidu says the opposition is finding new excuses to avoid discussion in the parliament. Both houses face disruptions even as opposition parties refuse to heed to government's appeals to let parliament function. Enforcement Directorate carries out searches at over 50 branches of various banks across the country. Raids conducted to probe possible money laundering and hawala instances through these channels. Jan Dhan deposits decelerated after government warns against misusing such accounts for converting black money into white. CBDT says average deposit per Jan Dhan account at 13,113 rupees during November 8th to December 2nd is not alarming. Department identifies local clusters and bank branches where the inflow of Jan Dhan deposits were more than normal. Two terrorists engaged security forces in gun battle in Anantnag in Jammu and Kashmir. Two terrorists, including top elite terrorists, believed to be holed up. Thick blanket of fog continues to disrupt rail, road and air traffic across northern India. Several trains and flights delayed and cancelled due to poor visibility. Government says all stranded tourists in Havelock Island safe. All efforts being made to ensure their safe return. Home Minister Rajnath Singh says rescue operations will begin immediately after the intensity of the cyclone reduces. Union Cabinet approves reforms to boost employment generation and export in textile sector. Decides to keep fertilizer subsidy rate unchanged for the October-March 2016-17. Also approves MOU between India and Thailand on cooperation in controlling narcotic drugs and psychotropic substances. RBI report recognizes increase in Rabi sowing. Economic Affairs Secretary says sowing of Rabi crop 7 to 8% higher than last year. Says there is movement from one crop to another but growth has been registered. US Defense Secretary Ashton Carter to visit India to hold meetings with Defense Minister Manohar Parrikar and other leaders at New Delhi. This is for the first time that an outgoing American Defense Secretary has included India in his itinerary for the final overseas trip. The second edition of Khajuraho International Film Festival will begin today. The 7-day-long film festival being organized with the cooperation of the Madhya Pradesh Culture Department. The festival would screen women-oriented films in which either women have played a prominent role in direction or production or in which an actress is in the lead role. In Iraq, dozens of civilians killed and wounded in airstrikes on an Islamic State-controlled western town of Al-Haim near the Syrian border. Iraq Parliament Speaker holds government responsible for such mistakes and demands immediate launch of investigation into the alleged strike. In the symbolic victory, British Prime Minister Theresa May on Wednesday won a vote in Parliament backing her timetable for negotiating Britain's exit from the European Union. MPs voted in the House of Commons 461 to 89 in favour of May triggering Article 50 by the end of March 2017, which will begin the formal process of exit negotiations from the 28-member economic bloc. Italian Prime Minister Renzi formally steps down, bringing an end to nearly 3 years in office after he suffers a stinging defeat in a referendum on his flagship constitutional reforms. President to start consultations to form new government this evening, which are likely to complete by Saturday. England makes solid start in 4th Test match being played at Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai. Hosts India lead 5 Test match series 2-0. India calls to take on Canada in opening match of Junior Hockey World Cup beginning today in Lucknow in Uttar Pradesh.